With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Patterson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over. Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Wilson. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on second down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this... Those points were given away and could cost them a ball game.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Walker now on 1st and 10.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, it's Walker, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. And going right back to Walker. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now in his 4th year, you still have to marvel at the type of athlete that DK Metcalf is. Honestly, unfair to ask some corners to lock this guy down, and as we know, not many can. 75 catches, a career-high 12 touchdowns last season, and a 1st down with that catch there.
They go play action with Wilson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett, 39 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll give it to Patterson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Second and 9 now. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Wilson. This is the tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break. But I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game.
picked up by Jesse Bates.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Touchdown, Falcons! His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Wilson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just...
Oh, he fakes a spike. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him on the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good for 56 yards out. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
A give for Walker running right.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. from midfield now. Here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
On the double. Check right.
2nd and 13. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returnable for Lockett. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
From the 29, Wilson. This one goes underneath to Walker. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Walker. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, Plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Going right back to Fant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to Walker on 1st down. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Wilson to throw. And this a quick slant to Lockett. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Got his man. It's London. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Robinson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. This pass is caught by London. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ready.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. In all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Lockett, the man in motion. Throwing now is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Wilson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Mike Hughes. The 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Atlanta, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland.